Okay guys, welcome to the video where I am going to give you one thing to focus on. And that thing will help your accompaniment in worship piano, or if you're sitting around the house and your family's singing along, or if you're singing and accompanying yourself. We're going to start off with some worship songs and then we'll jump into Sweet Caroline. That way I could prove to you that you can use this trick in any genre. So if we were to go through King of My Heart, it would be Let the King. Okay, so that would be the intro, and then in the chorus of the song, we would go into You are good, good, and then you are good. Here's the fill. Okay, so that fill right there. I'm going to explain that to you, give you a little bit of theory, and show you what I've learned in over 20 years of playing on a worship team. I use this every Sunday. Let me show you one more example and then we'll jump into things. So in Sweet Caroline, so do you see how I did that right there? This trick I'm going to give you will serve as an excellent filler, and it's going to help your accompaniment style really come to life. Even if you just know how to play very basic chords, this will help out a lot. So let's go through the worship song, King of My Heart. So you are good, and then whoa. So the chords there, very quickly, are A minor, and then G, and then F, and then C. So the first thing to understand about this accompaniment trick is that you want to use this push. Okay, you want to use that on the 1 chord and the 5 chord. So since we're in the key of C, the 1 chord is C, and then the 5 chord is G. Now, why don't we use it on the 4 chord? Well, it's because it sounds it's a little off. The harmonies are a little off, and it has to do actually with the 7th note of the scale. Okay, so that's where kind of the pentatonic idea comes in, where you stay away from the 7th note because the harmonies kind of get a little disruptive there. So you have to make sure that you're doing this push that I'm going to show you only on the 1 chord and the 5 chord. Okay, so and then okay. You are good. Okay, good. Here's the 5 chord. So what you should be thinking is on the 5 chord, to do a fill here, to fill out your accompaniment, what you need to do is you need to actually place your hands in this position. So notice that I have root and fifth in my left hand. So instead of an octave, you want to really play the root and fifth to set yourself up for this. So root and fifth. And notice how I'm playing it with my 5 finger and my 2 finger. That's important because then I need to open up my thumb to the next note in the scale. So this top note's going to go here. That's part of the movement. And then when my thumb does that in my left hand, my right hand, notice that I'm not playing the full triad. I'm just playing the 1st and the 3rd interval. Okay, so you have the 1st and 3rd in the right hand, and then with your 4 finger, you're going to open up when the left hand goes there. So you're going to go starting position, make sure you're on the 3rd interval here, and then a root and fifth in your left hand. Okay, so there, and then right there. Okay, so you kind of do this push right here, and I'll show you a little bit of timing and how you can think of the timing and how you should count in your head. So on the C chord, you have to ask yourself, if you've always played a C chord like this, in order to do this accompaniment fill, what you have to do is you have to get your left hand into the root and fifth position with the correct fingers so that your thumb can push up here. So you have a 5 finger and a 2 finger, which are your pinky and your index finger. Okay, there, so that's good. And the right hand, what's wrong here? Well, you're playing the full triad. If you want to do this fill, you don't do the full triad. You do root and fifth like that. And that's going to leave you ready to do the here. Okay. This idea, this push, kind of comes from like a hymnal type of style, a Southern gospel type of style, and I learned it in church. So if you were to do like I love you Lord, and then and Sorry for the mess ups. Okay, so do you see that? So I love you, and I need my voice, and then to worship you, oh my soul, rejoice, and then watch this. Take joy. So that's where I learned that, and this is applicable in all genres of music. I will touch on Sweet Caroline at the end of this, so if you stick with me till the end, you will learn that. Okay, so it's all about that push. Make sure that your hands are in the correct position, kind of this position, ready to push to the next notes in the scale and come back down. Okay, so this happens on the 1 chord and the 5 chord. When you're in rehearsal or you're practicing, you will be able to hear if you do this push, like on a 4 chord. Okay, the next notes up are going to be a B and a D, so you push. Okay, and that might not sound the best. It might sound good, but normally it sounds good on the 1 and the 5 chord. So we've gone over King of My Heart. What if we did Reckless Love? Okay, so this is an accompaniment style. So if someone was singing this, the worship leader, you'd be moving through A minor, when I was your foe. So on this G chord here, notice that my hands are already set up to go. So you have a 3rd interval and 5th interval in the left hand, correct fingering, and it goes fast. Don't worry, I'm going to touch on the rhythm of it and how you can use it in a 3/4 and 4/4 time signature. So when I was your Okay, so notice what I'm doing there, that push. It really helps to fill out your music and gives a lot of feeling. So let's talk about the timing. On Reckless Love, this is a 3/4 time signature song. And so what you want to do is you want to do the push on the 4. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on the 4 there, you're going to push. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the cool thing is with this trick is you don't always have to do it at that rhythm. You can actually do it slowly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So you see how I held on to the first push and then kind of led into the next chord? You can do stuff like that, which is really cool. So remember, 3/4 time signature, you push on the 4. So when I was your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Cool. So now 4/4 time signature. Let's go back to King of My Heart. Okay, so you are good. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so it's a 4 count, and the chords are held for 2 counts each. And so what you want to do with this push here, if you're on 4/4, is you push on the 2 and the and. So you go 1, 2, and. Okay, so let me show you that. So you are good. 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so remember that, memorize it. And when you're practicing, try to incorporate it into your worship piano. Or if you're at home playing Sweet Caroline, let me show you that. So what's happening is so what's happening is on this part on the G, you know you're on the 5 chord, so you're thinking to yourself, I can incorporate the push to kind of fill out my chords here. And you're kind of on this for a while. So what do you do instead of just playing the regular old chord? Well, what you can do is you can get to that position there. So you go. And then Sweet Caroline. So you kind of have the push there. So mess around with this. Let me know what you think. If you like my style, the patterns that I'm teaching you here, go ahead and check up here for my paid content. There's a mentoring option available to you as well. A lot of people have been enjoying the courses over the years. I have thousands of customers. If you want to learn worship piano, if you want to learn how to express yourself with chords and play freely and naturally, check out my paid content on there. As always, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Okay, you made it to the end. 1 in every 4 of my viewers clicks right there to learn how to play like me. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos. You can click on my beautiful face right there if you'd like. And your next video is right here.